Alright, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tales and Tunes. This show where we tell the tales behind the tunes. This show where we tell the songs, stories behind the songs. And the show where we take one take and one take only. There's already enough perfection in this world, so let's get back to some proper authenticity and all the mistakes that come with it. Today's episode, I'm gonna be playing a song by Jack Johnson called Do You Remember? It might be one of the first songs that I learned which had a bit of a melody going on with the on the guitar. So in that case, progressively holds a special place in my heart because it stands for a certain type of musical improvement. But more and more, it has become one of those songs with just, I don't know, if you need a good feeling, you just put this song up and let it do its thing. Because, man, it is a nostalgic song. It is written by Jack Johnson to honor his partner and the memories that they made together. But the way he wrote it is just so heartwarming, man. And it is a type of, it's described in a way that I only started to really appreciate since I got into a relationship myself, because it's not, like it's written in such a cute, loving, caring, like intimate way that you just, yeah, I don't know. It's exactly the way you feel when you describe your own relationship or something. But it's the thing is, you don't describe your relationship like that most of the time. And he did it now in a way that also sounds great. So there's just, he's able to transfer that emotion and that feeling, I think, really, really well. Because the thing is that at the beginning, you're thinking about, like in the sense of like how your partner looks, what perhaps some sort of status, some sort of the sexy topics, But the thing is that after a while, that stuff doesn't really matter anymore, I guess. And so the way he goes about it in the song, do you remember when we first met? I sure do. It was sometime in early September. You were lazy about it. You made me wait around. I was so crazy about you, I didn't mind. So straight away, we're already going to the vibe. She was playing hard to get, perhaps, and he was just like, you know what, let it happen. I was happy to do it. This was when he was 18, by the way, end of high school. And that the second verse is true also. I was late for class. I locked my bike to yours. It wasn't hard to find you painted flowers on it. I guess that I was afraid that if you rolled away, you might not roll back my direction real soon. Now, that is romantic, man. Come on. And so I saw a version of this 2012 when they were doing some sort of farm fundraiser for the farmers. At that time, he said they were already together 18 years. And I'm not the biggest mathematician out there, since and you saw that in one of my previous episodes. But so that means that today, this day and age, they're together about 29, 30 years. So well done to them. Which made me realize that Jack Johnson is also nearly 50 years old, which doesn't make sense. But he is. Time doesn't stand still for anybody. And it's a cute story. Locking your bike to someone. And he also says in that introduction at the fundraiser, he says, if they wouldn't have stayed together, it was a horrible stalker story. But now they stay together 30 years, so it's a lovely romantic story. That's how thin the line is sometimes between being a stalker and being romantic, guys. It's a tough line to trot, but if you do it right, and if you can put it into a song, it's got a big chance to be romantic, I think. And then they're living together. Do you remember when we first moved in together? The piano took up the living room. You played me boogie woogie, I played you love songs. You said we're playing house. Now you still say we are. We built our getaway up in a tree we found. They built a tree house together. We felt so far away, but we were still in town. Now, this is a sad song. I remember watching that old tree burn down. I took a picture that I don't like to look at. And it's so, like, it doesn't say anything, but it just says that, like, these are their happy memories. And it's, I think it's pretty special that he's able to put that into a song and is, you know, vulnerable enough to share those intimate memories and happenings together, with the public. Now, there are a few. I did my research, obviously, for this episode, as I always do, for the Tales and Tunes community, and it was a shit show. I found out 3 different ways in which he allegedly wrote the song. So, one is that he was driving in his car, came up with this melody. Another one says that he came up with this song and the melody on the morning of their anniversary, which, could be also true. And the third one, which is the one I most liked, is that he was riding a wave, surfing away as he came up with the melody and finished the song right there and then in the water. So, you know, I want to keep this show as factual as possible for you guys. I don't want to spread any misinformation or get you guys to believe in something that's not true. But for the sake of this episode and the story, let's just, you know, come to the conclusion that on the morning of their anniversary, he was driving to the beach and came up with this melody and then finished the song while he was surfing in the water and catching some waves. I think that's, you know, never let the truth get in the way of a good story. That is a saying that sometimes could be the motto of Tales and Tunes. Anyway, I just like the song. It's the little. He's able to describe the little things in the relationship, and he does it in a way that just sticks in your mind afterwards as well with the melody. Now, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, as always, David Weersma. This is Do You Remember by Jack Johnson. I'm gonna spread the intro out a little bit more so that I can also practice the guitar riff a little bit and that we can use it as an intro a little bit. Yeah? Let's go. 2, 3. Remember when we first met? I sure do. It was sometime in early September. Well, you were lazy about it. You made me wait around. I was so crazy about you, I didn't mind. Well, I was late for class. I locked my back to yours. It wasn't hard to find. You painted flowers on. Guess that I was afraid that if you rolled away, you might not roll back my direction real soon. I was crazy about you then and now, but the craziest thing of all, over 10 years have gone by, but you're still mine. We're locked in time. Let's rewind. Do you remember when we first moved in together? The piano took up the living room, yeah. You played me boogie woogie, I played you love song. You said we're playing house, now you still say we are. We built our getaway up in a tree we found. You felt so far away, but we were still in town. Now I remember watching that old tree burn down. I took a picture that I don't like to look at. Well, all these times they come and go, but they long don't seem so long. Over 10 years have gone by. Yeah, rewind. We're locked in time, but you're still mine. How good is that? Nostalgic, loving, intimate, romantic. Lucky you if you have a boyfriend who can write songs like this on the morning of your anniversary, driving to the beach to catch a wave. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching once again. I'm your host, David Weerspan. This was Do You Remember by Jack Johnson. Enjoy your day and hope to see you next time. We're locked in time, but you're still mine.